Dolphins are like the ocean's goodwill ambassadors. They're so high profile, they're found all over the world. Everyone knows them, everyone likes them.
I mean, how can you not? Look at him. He's got this whole dolphin thing going on, and he knows it, too. You're a superstar.
Dolphins are mammals, not fish, but they're built for life in the water. Their sleek, fusiform shape and smooth skin make them really energy efficient. They normally swim 3 to 7 miles per hour, but they actually go a lot faster for short bursts, up to 35 miles an hour. Dolphins can hold their breath up to 12 minutes, although they rarely need to. Then they surface in order to breathe. You and I have 2 nostrils that are totally open unless we hold our nose, right? Well, a dolphin breathes through a single blowhole, which they open by contracting this flap. No hands needed. Their body temperature isn't much different than yours and mine, but there's no way we could stay in the water 24/7. They have several ways of regulating their body temperature. Both their shape and their percentage of body fat, or blubber, help them to adapt to temperature changes. Plus, they have a very complex circulatory system that helps keep them warm in colder waters or cool when it's warmer. Here's something that's pretty amazing. Dolphins spend about 1/3 of their day sleeping, but deep sleep probably only happens in one side of the brain at a time. This lets them stay somewhat alert at the same time that they're resting. Dolphins live in social groups and are known to interact in a variety of ways. They've been seen chasing one another, carrying objects around, jumping, and even though this might look like play, it might actually be reinforcing the social hierarchy or practice for catching food. They eat a variety of different fishes, squid, shrimp, and are very clever hunters using a wide range of strategies to catch their prey. They often hunt in groups in a technique known as cooperative hunting. They're definitely strong hunters, and they're also protective parents. Well, the females are, at least. A dolphin pregnancy lasts about 12 months. At birth, calves weigh around 40 pounds. They stay close to their mom, nursing often and riding in their mother's slipstream to keep up with the group. The bond between mother and calf is very tight, lasting anywhere from 3 to 6 years. There isn't definitive evidence of a dolphin language, but they sure can communicate. They squeak, whistle, click, and even have their own signature whistle, which becomes their own personalized ID. One amazing function of a dolphin vocalization is echolocation. By making the clicking sounds, they listen for echoes as the sound waves bounce off objects. Echolocation helps dolphins determine the size, shape, speed, distance, direction, and even some of the internal structure of objects in the water. Just one more thing that makes these guys the ocean's superstars. It's hard to believe that we could witness the loss of a large mammal species from our planet. But as recently as this past decade, we watched as the Chinese river dolphin was declared extinct. Scientists recognize more than 30 species of marine and freshwater dolphins, and all of them are listed as protected species. In an ever-changing world, dolphins face many challenges to their survival.
Right now, we are very concerned about dolphins being entangled and ingesting trash and fishing gear. We also have dolphins that are hit by boats, and then we have a general concern for the loss of habitat for these animals as well.
SeaWorld parks take an active, hands-on role in dolphin rescue and release. Recently, when a bottlenose dolphin lost its way in Florida's Indian River Lagoon, we were there, along with Hub's SeaWorld Research Institute, to lend a helping hand.
That was actually one of my favorite rescues. We had a dolphin, her name is Talon, and she was a known resident dolphin, so we knew her from being in the lagoon. There was a place where the water was very, very low, and so we felt like she came in during a high tide and probably got stuck there. SeaWorld got involved, and they came out with their rescue boat and their net, and they actually got her fairly quickly in the net, very safely. As we were transporting her, SeaWorld gave her a full exam, and she was deemed quite healthy. And so we went ahead and put a transmitter on her dorsal fin, and that allowed us to track her progress after we released her. So we put that on and released her back in the lagoon, and then we tracked her for a while. And today, she's still being sighted in the normal home range of that dolphin, so it was very successful.
Caring for dolphins at SeaWorld and responding to dolphins in need in the wild has taught us so much about these animals. The park's successful breeding program has also resulted in real, science-based insight, like how calves develop, what they need nutritionally to keep them healthy, how they react to changes in their environment, their senses, perceptions, and abilities. SeaWorld's passion for animals extends far beyond the parks themselves. For decades, SeaWorld and its sister parks have supported wildlife conservation close to home and around the world. Recently, the parks decided to amp up this commitment by launching the nonprofit SeaWorld and Busch Gardens Conservation Fund. The fund focuses on helping at-risk animals and habitats survive and thrive. In its first 5 years of operation, the fund has granted more than $5 million to 350 projects in 50 countries. Every day, all of us can do things that help keep dolphins safer and their ocean home cleaner. Make sure your trash ends up where it belongs. Try to make less trash in the first place by reusing and recycling. Give up a Saturday for a beach cleanup. Or help restore coastal habitat by planting trees and native grasses. Make sure common household chemicals, motor oil, or paint don't go down the drain, because all drains eventually lead to the ocean. Visit or volunteer at organizations, zoos, and aquariums that support dolphin research and conservation. No matter what you do, who you are, or where you live, you can make a difference. While dolphins may be some of the most well-known residents of the sea, they're just one of the millions of species that call the ocean home. Our blue planet hosts a diversity of animals, many of which we still know little or nothing about. Maybe that's why these superstars are so alluring to us humans. They draw us in, as if they're inviting us to explore and discover their underwater wonders.
Whatever the reason, we're in complete awe of these animals, and we're honored to get to call some of them our close friends.